Hey guys, Tom Barella here. We work with retirees across Southwest Florida. We do a lot of retirement planning, but specifically Medicare planning. One thing that we've learned by working with so many retirees is that their healthcare decisions and their lifestyle go hand in hand. So today, I wanted to bring in an expert in 55 plus communities. We have Jennifer Salome with Exit Realty, who not only helps find a home, but helps find the right lifestyle.
Thanks, Tom. And that's exactly right. It's not just about the home, it's about the lifestyle. But first, before we get started, I want to give a big thank you to Noelle La Liberty of Nine Line Realty for letting us film this in her listing. You'll be able to see some great shots of this home throughout the video, and it's for sale.
Thank you, Noelle. Noelle is a wonderful gal that we both know personally. Can't say enough great things about her. So yes, thank you very much, Noelle. One of the biggest concerns that I hear from clients that we're working with is that they may not be able to have visitors in 55 plus communities. Most of who we work with, of course, being retirees, they do have grandkids. They have spent their whole lives working, saving, and are now so excited to move down to Florida and live this lifestyle. But sharing that with their grandkids is also important. Can you share a little bit about how visitors work inside of a 55 plus community?
Yes, it is a common misconception that you cannot have anyone young in your home in a 55 plus community, but that is absolutely a myth. You can definitely have visitors. It is just important to know the limitations in each community of how long those visitors are allowed to stay.
I can understand why people would be hesitant on that. And it sounds like some developments rules might be a little bit different than others. And this is why it's so important to have guidance to navigate what those different rules are at different developments.
Absolutely, because it's not just about the home, it's about the rules in the community. The rules in the community are definitely going to keep the whole lifestyle the way it should be. So that being said, you will see some kids at the pool during spring break time when they're visiting grandma and grandpa in the spring. So you will see an uptick of kids at the pool, but the overall aesthetics of the amenity center are going to be those that are in the same stage of life. And that is why so many people do pick these 55 plus communities.
I totally understand. I'm still young with children that are young. Jennifer, you are as well. So being around active families and communities it's great for us, but there'll be a day in my life where having some peace and quiet I can understand is valuable. On the flip side, so we talked about how there's some hesitations with the 55 plus and visitors. I think we established that doesn't necessarily have to be an issue. On the flip side, what do your clients end up loving about these communities once they move in?
Oh, it has to be the lifestyle, hands down. They go from feeling a little disconnected to connecting with their neighbors, being involved in events in the neighborhood. It just brings a whole different energy.
And we see that from our side as well, that when people are moving down here in these communities, that they're really enjoying those active lifestyles and getting involved.
Yes, absolutely. And the amenities definitely make it easy. There's the swimming pool, the fitness center, community events, pickleball. It just makes for a more active lifestyle.
And I can see how that environment supports not just their physical health, but their mental health as well.
Absolutely. I have seen, especially the clients that I have helped put into homes in a 55 plus community, come back to me and say how much, not just their physical health, but their mental health overall has really improved just being around like-minded individuals that they can find common interests with.
I always like to be honest and real with people. So let's talk about some things that they need to think twice about before making the move to these communities.
That is such a great thing to bring up. You have to remember that with these age restricted communities, you always have to think about resale. And whenever you are listing a 55 plus home, your buyer pool is limited to a buyer, at least one of the buyers being at least 55 plus. You also have to think about the HOA fees. Yes, the amenities and all the events they put together are great, but that is going to come at a cost. So you have to make sure that you are able to afford that extra fee.
Exactly. So it's not just the pools and the new neighbors and all the golf cart parades. It really needs to fit the exact lifestyle and budget as well as what they're looking for.
Absolutely. And while an HOA is great to make sure that the community keeps the aesthetic that everybody, comes to expect in a community like this, some people will find the rules to be a little restrictive. So you have to make sure that you're very in tune with the bylaws and the rules in any neighborhood that you want to buy in, so you know what you can and can't do. So you found the perfect home, you found the perfect community. Now comes, who's going to be my doctor? What about my Medicare insurance? And this is where Tom comes in to help families.
Yes, and it can be a very exciting time. It can also be a very stressful time, especially for retirees. As our age advances, we are typically being seen by more people more frequently, and we have those relationships that we trust. Many of the retirees that we work with have relationships with those professionals that maybe go back decades if the doctor has been working for a while. And changing that and shopping for new coverage in a new area with new facilities can really be stressful for people.
So what does that process look like for them?
So working with us, we are going to have typically a couple different meetings. It doesn't often happen in one meeting, and we like that because we are more of a planning group instead of just transactional. We are relationship. So we want to get to know you on a personal level. We want to get to know what your medication needs are. We want to get to know what your health needs are. So what type of specialists or primary doctors that you want access to. If you're getting referrals from new friends, neighbors, or family to different facilities, we want to make sure that we can find you access to those facilities. And also, as I mentioned, a lot of people still have those relationships that they really love that they had previous. So we get a lot of requests for access to those places up north, and it's our job to make sure that they still have access to them, they get their medications covered, and they can see who they want in their new location.
That's really great. And I know personally, we used Tom to help my father sign up for his Medicare when he moved from Kentucky to Florida. And it was such a straightforward, seamless process. We just provided Tom with the information that he needed, and he came back with all of the plans that best fit my father. And so thank you. It was very, very amazing working with you.
You're welcome, and thank you guys as well. You are allowing myself and Nikki to live our dream. We actually really enjoy what we do, and every person we work with allows us to continue to do that.
So if you're like Tom and me and you want to realize your dream in Southwest Florida and you want to know what living in a 55 plus community is like, please feel free to reach out.
Yes, absolutely. And do so. Jennifer is really great. She's really professional to work with. Same with our group. If you guys are considering a move down here, starting the research well in advance is only going to add to your benefit, both when looking at the communities, a specific home, and of course your healthcare. We don't need to wait until we've purchased a home to start looking at where you would like to go to your doctor, what plans actually look like. That planning can actually start to take place 1, 2, even 3 years in advance. Pricing and plans may look a little different, but we've been doing this long enough to know that there's going to be some similarities. Well, thank you very much for your time today. This was a lot of fun and something that we have talked about doing for a while, as our clients, when they are retiring and relocating, they have more needs than just the insurance and investments. So having a trusted real estate expert to be able to sit down with, where we can collaboratively work together and bring a more holistic planning approach to their retirement. So we really appreciate your time today. We appreciate the access to this beautiful home. Please check out the rest of the video, some additional posts coming up where you will see the rest of this home and this beautiful development called Crestwind. And of course, if you would like to work with either one of us, we will include our contact information.
Yes, and thank you, Tom, for being such a great partner with not just my family, but with my clients as well. I know that you're someone that I can call on to take the best care of the people I care about. So thank you. Thanks for having me.
High five.